NBA 2K Playgrounds 2, the newest iteration of arcade basketball, but just how good of a game is it? Stick around to find out. After the relatively successful street basketball title NBA Playgrounds, 2K have decided to join in on the fun and publish the game sequel titled NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. Of course, we all know that 2K are the giants of modern-day basketball games with their immensely successful NBA 2K franchise, but these games are full-on simulations of the sport. NBA 2K Playgrounds 2, however, is the complete opposite. It's absolute basketball mayhem, so let's see how 2K handled this style of basketball games. So, as far as gameplay goes, we're happy to report that the fast-paced and downright crazy action is as good as it was in the original game. A lot of people actually feared that 2K would introduce some sort of realism to the game due to their renowned sports simulation formula and thus destroy the very selling point of this title, but that is not the case. Not the case at all. If anything, the game feels way more fluid with a bunch of new animations that 2K have brought to the table, together with Saber Interactive. The gameplay is very similar to its predecessor, with 2-on-2 matches on an outdoor court. Being a complete arcade title without a hint of realism, the game features a number of different power-ups and punishments. The better you play, the more power-ups you get, like for example having your players move at double the speed, or having one shot with 100% accuracy no matter where you shoot it from, and so on. However, if you don't play well, the game will see to it that you're punished, but even these punishments look and feel fun. For example, if you miss a lot of shots, in basketball terms, they say you become cold. Well, in 2K Playgrounds 2, the hoop will literally become frozen. It's an unusual detail, but we find it just downright awesome. Rules such as fouls, goaltending, traveling, and so on are pretty much non-existent in this game. It is as brutal as can be, with players elbowing you to death just to get close to the hoop where they can dunk the ball like they came from a freaking different planet. So if the concept of absolutely crazy, illogical basketball sounds fun to you, you will love the way NBA 2K Playgrounds 2 plays. Last year's game allowed players to form teams of 2 players where they would take on other custom-made teams. This was known as the tournament mode. However, this year that has been replaced with an NBA season mode where players have to choose an NBA team and play through the season as well as they can in order to reach the playoffs. A normal NBA season is 82 games long, but there's nothing normal about this game, so a season in 2K Playgrounds 2 consists of only 14 games and the playoffs. While some players will most likely miss the tournament mode that allowed mixing up of different players and thus increasing the randomness factor, we don't find season mode to be too bad either. After all, seasons are not that long, and there's the default mode of an exhibition match where you can still make your dream duo and take on the opposing team, be it CPU or online. Easily one of the best modes of the game is the 3-point shootout. This mode is all about perfect timing and really not much else, and it is its sheer simplicity that makes it so fun. It's so addictive that it's just impossible to have one go at it and then move on to something else because you always think that you were so close to nailing it and having a perfect performance. The fun factor is definitely not lacking in NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. The visuals of the game are very impressive, but that's to be expected. After all, the graphics in NBA 2K games are one of the things that 2K boast about the most when presenting their new title, and they did not hold back on 2K Playgrounds 2 either. The courts especially look great, and the caricatures of players are just right, but you can't really go wrong with this type of art style, can you? The sounds in the game create a very vibrant atmosphere, like the one you would expect in a basketball match, especially if it's streetball style. The commentators do the crazy moves on the court justice, and the background music is upbeat, complementing the overall feel of a fast-paced basketball game. Now, like we said, we expected this game to play, look, and sound amazing, and it truly does, but we would lie if we said that we did not fear 2K would introduce some sort of tedious grind even in a game like this, one that could only be skipped by the notorious microtransactions, and unfortunately, our fears seem to have been justified. Though the game is not exactly pay to win per se, there's still the option to pay an extra $10 to unlock every player in the game. And of course, as you'd expect, players such as Michael Jordan and LeBron James are locked behind either hours of grind or your wallet. The game itself costs $30, and if you want to unlock the complete roster of 200 players, you either have to grind the hell out of the game to get that virtual currency or pay the aforementioned price of $10 to get them all at once. But even then, even when you buy the players, they will not be performing on their highest level, meaning that even after spending some extra cash on the game, you still need to put in a lot of time to justify your what's supposed to be legendary roster. Sadly, the game is plagued with the infamous loot box system. Even when you do put in the time and you earn that VC, there's still no guarantee that your virtual money will be well spent, as the game offers packs which rank from bronze to gold. Gold packs, the top tier ones, cost as much as 5,000 credits, and playing one match in Playgrounds will earn you about 100 credits on average. So if we do the math, that's a lot of time invested for something that we're not certain we're gonna get. This type of formula just doesn't fit with the overall refreshing pace and feel of the game, and it's quite a shame too. Such a fun and downright brilliant game doomed to be ruined by greed. All in all, like we said, the game itself plays and feels awesome. It's loads of fun with completely random moves and sweet animations that are sure to light that basketball fire in you. The only problem with the game in our book are the microtransactions, but if you can look past that and the grind doesn't bother you, then you will find NBA 2K Playgrounds 2 to be the perfect arcade basketball game. However, we at AltChar give this game a solid 7 out of 10. So that's our review of NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. Let us know in the comment section below, what do you think of this game and what's your take on the grind we talked about. We'd love to hear from you, and please make sure to head over to AltChar.com for much more content like this. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sabriel, and see you in the next video.